Being undermined as a principal is rarely isolated. It's a sign that trust is low, staff aren't engaged in the efforts, and some groups aren't aligned with the vision for success, and some are even resistant. And in an environment like this, it becomes hard to move things the way they need to move over time. That can wear on you to the point where you start questioning whether you even want to keep doing the work. So whether you're an aspiring, new, or veteran principal, grab something to take notes with, because in this video, I'm going to walk you through 4 steps to help you realign your school so you can effectively lead change, move improvement forward, and fully support student success. Hey there, it's Dr. T, your school improvement coach and founder of Pivotal Leaders Group. And on this channel, I lean into nearly 20 years of experience in K-12 education as a teacher, a principal, and as a district level administrator, and now helping you lead with impact while protecting your peace. If this is your first time visiting the channel, thank you for being here, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. Now let's get into it. Now, I remember leading in a school where staff were disengaged, divided, some groups were even resistant, and even undermining my leadership. And what I wanted was to lead change effectively, move improvement forward, and fully support student success. But at the same time, I was trying to push past a feeling of wanting to step away from it all because of the lack of alignment across staff that was making it way too difficult. And that's when I realized there wasn't a clear way to address what was really driving the problem: the low trust, the disengagement, and division and resistance among staff. So I focused on creating a clear approach to properly address those issues. And once I used that approach, things started to shift. I was able to realign my school and lead it more effectively. And that approach came down to 4 simple steps. Now, let me walk you through those steps. Now, first, we need to recognize what is actually occurring in this situation. And what is occurring is that we are dealing with low traction school culture marked by low trust, staff disengagement and division, resistance, and undermining behavior. A concept that I break down in my book, The 4 Cornerstones of Effective Schools. And you can pre-order a copy using the link in the comments. But more specifically, this low traction culture is showing up in 2 ways. It's showing up as what I call clique-based school culture, where small groups quietly block a unified commitment to the school's vision and mission, and then a corrosive subculture where staff treat expectations as optional, openly express negative attitudes, and they undermine leadership. So now let's start with step 1, establishing meaning and direction. This step is about making sure people clearly understand what the focus is, why it matters, and how it connects to what we do every day. That means you must clearly articulate the goals and priorities of the vision for success so there's no confusion about what the school is working toward. You must also connect those goals and priorities to student outcomes so people understand why the work matters and what's at stake. This means sharing the current state of student performance and then the desired state. And then you want to provide examples of how the focus translates into day-to-day practice so people can clearly connect the focus to what they do each and every day. So instead of just saying, we need to improve instruction, you break down the focus by identifying the specific strategies and what they look like in practice. You also want to consistently communicate and reinforce the focus so people aren't operating off of different interpretations and moving in different directions, divided and disengaged from what the focus actually is. And when people are clear on meaning and direction, they move together. And that's what builds real engagement and alignment across your staff. Let's talk about step 2. Step 2 is about building trust through consistency. At this point, people understand the direction, but now they're watching to see if you're going to stay committed to it yourself. Because when leaders keep shifting focus or moving on too quickly, people stop investing. They've seen it before. So they disengage and wait it out instead of committing because they don't trust that you'll stick to the focus or with the focus as the leader. So what this requires is consistency in your leadership. And let me break that down for you. First, you have to stay focused on the priorities at hand so you're not shifting focus constantly. Second, make sure you say what is a priority continues to show up in your actions and your decisions. For example, if improving math discourse is the focus, then it should consistently show up in your observational feedback and your collaborative team discussions. This allows people to see that the focus isn't changing and that you're committed to it. Because when people see that you're committed to the focus, trust starts to build. And when trust builds, people begin to fully engage and they commit. This brings us to step 3, which is about building readiness. At this point, people understand the direction and they trust that it's not changing, but that doesn't mean they're capable of executing on it effectively. And when people aren't prepared, even the right direction won't translate into practice. And that can come across as disengagement or resistance. So what this requires is making sure people are continuously supported in their growth. That means providing ongoing growth-producing feedback so people know what to improve and how to improve it. It means providing targeted teacher-led professional development, so it's directly connected to the needs and experiences inside of your building. And it's led by teachers, showcasing what's actually working in their classrooms inside of your building. It also means providing instructional coaching to support implementation. And it means ensuring access to materials and resources needed. All of these work together to build capacity, because when people are supported this way, they're able to carry out the focus effectively now. And that's what allows the direction to show up consistently across your school. So once understanding, trust, and readiness have been established, the next step is accountability, addressing further division, disengagement, and resistance. Now, this brings us to the 4th step. Step 4 is about ensuring accountability through action. Now, let me break that down. First, you address it through clear professional conversations, making expectations and gaps explicit. Second, you use your performance management process specified by your school division or district, formally documenting concerns, outlining expectations moving forward, and setting clear next steps so there's structure around accountability. And third, when expectations still aren't met, you act on those next steps, whether that's continued documentation, escalation, or formal consequences. So expectations are upheld and not treated as optional. When this is done consistently, people either adjust and get on board, or they move toward an environment that better aligns with how they operate. And that's okay, because the goal isn't to please everyone. It's to do what's best for students. It's to do what's best for your school, and make it clear that the focus and vision for success aren't negotiable and that alignment is expected across the board. So this approach I've shared with you comes down to 4 steps: establishing meaning and direction, building trust through consistency, creating readiness through support, and ensuring accountability through action. And this allows you to lead change, move improvement forward, and fully support student success without feeling like walking away due to difficulties of having to navigate low trust, staff division, and misalignment. All right, good people, I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. Show me some thumbs up love if you did. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content like this and like the one at the top of the screen. Until next time, lead with impact and protect your peace.